Hello, I'm Dr. Yatros, and I'm on a mission to help doctors free themselves from the tyranny of their EMR. With Excel or any other spreadsheet, I've been completely independent from all EMRs, so I don't need to change my workflow in different settings. Today, in part 2 of our Review of Systems module, we'll learn how to hide headers of cells that you didn't fill out. In situations where you're sure you're going to fill out every single cell, like a simple SOAP note, you don't need this, but in many situations you want the freedom to only fill out what you looked into with your patient and not end up with a note full of blanks like this one. The starting spreadsheet is going to be posted in the link in the description, and the formula we're going to end up with here in the Review of Systems is going to be posted there as well. It's really easy to do this with Excel, so let's take a look. So basically here in the ROS field, we have all of these cells for our Review of Systems concatenated into one expression. What we need to do is to teach Excel that if this is empty, don't type anything for either this or this, but if this is occupied, then type both of them. The first thing I'm going to do is add a row here, and I'm going to call this all others negative. And basically, if I only filled these two out and I put an X here, it means that I asked about everything else and everything else is negative. So this is pretty convenient. You will see that whenever we insert a row there, Excel updates all of the formulas, so we don't have to come back up here and update the OAP of our note. I'm going to start by erasing this formula because we're going to do something different. Like every expression in Excel, we start with an equal sign. And now what we want to do is to say if this is empty, for example B7 is empty, then we don't type anything. But if B7 is occupied, we type constitutional, colon, and then whatever I typed here in B7. So here's how it goes in Excel. If, open parenthesis, this cell, B7, equals empty. So the way we represent empty in Excel is by two quotes with nothing in between. By putting a comma, we tell Excel what to do if that is true, meaning if it is true that B7 is empty, do what? And we're going to tell it to do nothing, so quote, quote, comma. Now if that is false, if it is false that B7 is empty, we're going to tell Excel what to do. So we're going to say insert whatever's on A7, but remember column A always has to be fixed, so we're going to press F4. We're going to see those dollar signs over there. Then we also want to type whatever cell is in cell B7, so I'm going to type ampersand, quote, colon, space, quote, because I like separating the header from whatever's typed in the cell. Then and B7. And if you usually type periods, you can just, close that argument here. But if you are like me and you don't like typing periods after everything you write, then I'm going to put ampersand, quote, period, space, quote. And that is our expression. So basically now we have to repeat all of this for every cell, and we're going to link that with ampersand. So basically I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it 13 times because we have 13 cells remaining. And now as I double click each of these values, I'm going to be able to select what I want. Now don't forget to go back to every A cell and fix it by pressing F4. Great, now the last thing we need to do is to include a statement here for all others negative. So we're going to put an ampersand if this cell is empty, do nothing. But if it is not true that it's empty, type all other review systems negative except for what was stated above, and then close parentheses. So let's test it out. So if it worked, we should see none of these empty cells here. We should see pulmonary, neurological, and then a statement for all others negative. Control C for copy and Control V for paste. So as we planned, we only see pulmonary, neurological, and then the final statement there. So that's it. Stay tuned for our next video. See you soon.